Yo, this movie right here may be very well on its way to becoming the movie of the year for 2020. Even if it's not the overall movie of the year, it's definitely going to be movie of the year in regards to kids, in regards to video games. This movie right here, Sonic the Hedgehog movie, is breaking records out the water. I don't know how many official records he has broken as of right now, as I'm recording this on President's Day, Monday, February 17th, 2020. But yesterday I was online, because I was checking out some Sonic stuff because, as y'all know, I'm a huge Sonic fan. Always been a Sonic fan since I was a kid. I know he had some duds in the mid double zeros and whatnot, but I still stuck by him, though. So if anybody mentions Sonic in their live streams between August and last week, you kind of got the idea as a Sonic fan. You kind of got the idea that I was going to go see this on the opening weekend. And wow, I'm just seeing these numbers. Now, I don't know, me right now, I got some accurate numbers, but at the same time, not sure what is accurate, but I'm pretty sure I got some accurate numbers. So, as of yesterday, when I found out, Sonic the Hedgehog grossed in 68 million in a 3 day span. It broke the previous record for the biggest video game movie opening of all time, which was Pokemon Detective Pikachu, which came out last year. I don't know how much that grossed. Didn't really look into Detective Pikachu. I had heard about the movie. I never went to go see it. I like Pokemon, but I wasn't really a huge Pokemon fan. Definitely was not a fan of Pokemon Go. I thought it was a nerdy game, but I digress. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever Detective Pikachu grossed out, Sonic the movie blew it out the water. I said 68 mil in a two or 3 day span. And then now as I get these numbers today, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie grossed out in a 3 to 4 day span because they did have like a soft opening the day before Valentine's Day, which was the official movie release for a lot of theaters. So it grossed out 113 million. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about around the world. 113 million. It grossed out 70 million up to this point in the United States alone. So you kind of had the idea that a lot of kids and a lot of 90s kids like myself, late 80s, early 90s babies who grew up on Sonic, you knew a lot of us. You knew the upcoming generation of kids who probably watched the Sonic cartoons on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and all those. I assume there's almost. I assume the Sonic cartoons are still going on, but between my generation who grew up on Sonic and the upcoming generation who probably heard their parents talk about Sonic and probably grace their rooms with Sonic stuff, whatever. Between those generations, you knew this was going to be a big movie. You know this movie was going to sell out. You knew this movie was going to be, it was more so a first come, first serve. You don't get your tickets now, you probably have to wait till next week. But yeah, 113 million around the world, 70 million in the States. That is really great. I'm very proud of this movie. And I thought the acting was really, really great between Ben Schwartz, Tika Sumpter, Jane, I almost call him James, Jim Carrey, who else? And the other guy who plays Sonic's Road Dog, I don't know his name, but yeah, between the four of them, I thought the acting was really great. Definitely, you know, I didn't see anything wrong with the previous Sonic, which kept it from being released in November, but I like how they polished up this Sonic, having it look a little bit better. I do think this was a serious upgrade from what we saw in November. And it looked polished. I think And somebody made a video about this last night. I was watching it, and it said, the people who are behind the Sonic movie, they respect their fans because their fans are going to want to watch the movie if they want to see a really great product. And I stand corrected with my 10 out of 10. I still think it's a great movie. I might fuck around and watch it next week. This upcoming Saturday again. Probably gonna go to a different movie theater. We'll see. But it was that great, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, I'm very proud of the movie and the receptions. I know it was some who gave it like a 50% and a 6 out of 10. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. These are cats who probably older generation who don't understand the Sonic generation, but it's all good. I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion. My opinion is a 10 out of 10. Definitely go watch again. And I hope me and I'm gonna try to find a way to own this movie when it comes out. I know we're not really in the DVD era anymore. That's kind of came and went. We're now in the Netflix slash Fire Stick era. So I guess I'm gonna have to go buy a Fire Stick soon because I definitely want to watch this movie when it comes out on like those sites and stuff over the summer. Also, another thing I want to touch on in regards to the Sonic movie, it did better than its competition that also came. It did better than its competition of movies that also came out on this Valentine's Day slash President's Day weekend. I know one of the movies. What was it? It was called Downgraded. I'm finna look it up. Okay, Downhill. That's what. Downhill. It really tanked from what I heard. I think they barely did 20 million. Um, Fantasy Island and the Photograph. Photograph, I heard, is gonna be a really big movie. So, but yeah, whatever. I don't got their numbers right off the bat, but it said Sonic the Hedgehog movie blew those main three movies out the water: the Downhills, the Fantasy Islands, and the Photographs. Even if it's not the movie of the year, rest assured it's going to get a couple of Oscars next year. It's going to get a couple of Emmy awards later on this season. I think Emmy awards still got to come out this year, so I expect Sonic the Hedgehog movie to be nominated, hopefully for movie of the year, and I hope it wins. But it's still kind of early though. It's only February. Still got 10 months to go. Something better might come along, but right now, if the year came to an end on February 29th, I want to see Sonic the Hedgehog win movie of the year. I still got to see Bad Boys for Life. I'm pretty sure that might be some competition. I heard Bad Boys for Life supposed to be great, and I think 1917, which came out in January, that's also supposed to be a great movie. So I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna try to catch Bad Boys 3 whenever I get the chance, and I guess I'll catch 1917 and see what the hype was about. Because I heard it had a lot of hype around it prior to its release. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I just want to commend Sonic the Hedgehog movie and the people who were behind it, from, like I said, the actors, actresses, to the developers, everybody. Y'all put up a classic ass movie, and I, for one, cannot be more proud of what I witnessed on that screen this past Saturday. And I know people are probably wondering, is there going to be a sequel? I kind of hope so, but I am skeptical of sequels because when the original movie, and this goes for any movie going back to the the beginning of a time when movies were invented, it's always this stigma. Whereas the original movie was always great, and then anytime people start to hype up a sequel, the sequel doesn't do as great or it's not as good in general. So I'm a little skeptical about that on that aspect, because you feel like it's not going to be as good. It probably will be good. I mean, I'm not worried about if there is a sequel. I'm not worried about it on surpassing the original or not. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about, is it going to be as good, because like I said, I just don't trust sequels nowadays. And it's very few far in between. Whereas the sequel is just as great, or maybe a notch below, if not better, and it's still worth watching. Bad Boys 1 was great. Bad Boys 2 was also great. Stuff like that. Are we there yet? Are we done yet? Those are great. You get my point. Just so that's my thing. But as a Sonic fan, I kind of do hope there is a sequel, and I think there will be a sequel because Tails. We didn't see him at all until like the very end of the movie. Sorry for the spoiler, but I'm just trying to get a point. So that kind of gives it away that we may be seeing a sequel. We don't know, but yeah, like I said though, if you have not seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie and you're a big Sonic fan, please go see this movie. You will not be disappointed. And take your kids, get them involved in this Sonic the Hedgehog lifestyle. If they're not in it yet, get them involved. Go take them to see the movie. They will appreciate a classic cartoon character slash video game character in Sonic the Hedgehog. Like when I was coming up in the '90s, Super Mario Brothers came up like in the '80s. And my parents got me on Super Mario Brothers in the '90s. Starting with Super Mario Brothers 3. Then my cousin, I think they had Super Mario Brothers 2. And and it kind of I started gravitating towards the Mario era. But yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Like I said, congratulations to Sonic the Hedgehog movie for grossing out the numbers it did, and it's only going to get bigger from here because you got to understand some people didn't get a chance to watch it this weekend because the tickets are sold out, or people had to work, or the kids have sporting events, so you might not have time to watch it. But those people are going to go watch it next weekend or probably the week after. So somewhere down, so I expect the numbers to keep generating. I expect the numbers to keep improving. I expect Sonic the Hedgehog movie to probably gross about hopefully 2 billion by the end of March. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I believe will happen. But only time will tell. But yeah, I just want to drop this video off right quick, let y'all know about what I read last night and earlier today. So Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Right now, movie of the year in my opinion. Until something comes along down the line and proves me wrong. We'll see.